What do we have here? Markham Trail. We're at the edge of Washington Park and the Oregon Zoo. Wildwood Trail, which I love, is apparently just off this direction. We're again right on the edge of Washington Park. Oregon Zoo's right up there. Washington Park's just kind of all over the place. Highway 26 is right over here. Portland, Beaverton, Hillsboro, what have you. Hi everyone, Steve the Amateur Historian near the Oregon Zoo. Now I'm gonna venture a little bit through Washington Park, but not the Washington Park that's easy to find. I did a video a while, like when I first started my channel, my first channel back in like 2016, and I included it in a video I did. I did two videos called like it was like extra content that I couldn't find any place for. One of them I show the footage that I got of checking out the old water reservoirs by Washington Park, going through parts of Washington Park, but it's the part where that everyone sees, you know, near the kind of between the Rose Garden and the city and like the Vista Ridge Viaduct and all that. That's the stuff that everyone sees. It's out in the open, but I'm talking about the real deal hidden Washington Park stuff, which looks like it starts right here. What do we got? Wildwood Trail. I love me the Wildwood Trail. I've got some stories. Somebody left their little kid's hat in here. It's bizarre the stuff that people leave behind. When I was doing my Council Crest visit and I came down the hill, I saw a sign, one of those signs, and there was like a rosary, but the kind that you'd put on your thumb. Stupid. Blah. Someone just left it on the top of the sign just like that. But anyway, here, this is the real nitty-gritty Washington Park. And I think you stay on this stretch long enough, you end up in Forest Park. But this is the real deal. I don't know how much climbing I'm going to be doing. The Oregon Zoo's already at a pretty high elevation. And I smell cow dung. Please tell me I didn't step in anything. Oh, I'm good. Steve the Amateur Historian. Whoa! Holy crapamola. Crapamola. I almost fell in there. What could be up there? Pretty sure Wildwood Trail keeps going this way, but barring any poison oak, let's see what's up here. Oh, it's just the child's. Well, you know what? Let's keep going because this all interconnects. Yeah, we're on the back side of the Children's Museum. This was the original OMSI before it got relocated. Oh, looks like the Wildwood Trail just came up here too, so works out for all of us. What is this? Ah, the Hoyt Arboretum. I don't know why I like saying it that way, but I've never actually been here. Look at this. This complicated cacophony. Okay, so we're on the Wildwood Trail. Where's the zoo? I'm trying to figure this out. Where's the "You Are Here"? yeah, Wildwood Trail takes us to Pittock Mansion. That's what I really wanted. Where is the You Are Here? Wait, to Oregon Zoo. Oh, I'm right here. That solves my problem. I'm like, Oregon Zoo and Max. Oh. So, I assume if I, obviously there's a signboard there. So if I keep, there's a Vietnam Veterans War Memorial. There's lots of cool stuff along this way. And, I mean, look at this. You just keep meandering. There's all these great trails through here. And then ultimately, you cross over. You get up to Burnside. And Pittock Mansion is a little bit past that. So that's my objective destination. I don't know the scale of this map. 100 feet is that much. So I mean, from here to there, it's probably like 2,500 feet. So like, only really half a mile. So this is kind of encompassing all that's around here. Hey, there's a Coin 6 truck here. I wonder if an animal mauled someone. I don't know exactly where this is leading me. Kind of wrapping up above the zoo and whatnot. I don't know exactly what this building is. It might be the backside of the Forestry Center, but I don't think so. Look at this. This is pretty as all heck. Hello, bird. Hi, bird. Remember, bird, I'm coming to visit. That's killing my throat. For those of you who don't know, where the hell have you been? It's my Snuffleupagus impersonation. Yeah, this is... Yep, there's Council Crest right up there. The big tower. That's how... I'm thinking about how far it is from there to here. From there to the zoo and then to where I am now. I don't feel like I went that far, but apparently that is not the case. It's beautiful up here. And it's just like I'm sweating. Obviously it's muggy, but I think it's only supposed to get to like 75. It's July, but we haven't hit the hot season yet. I think it's only supposed to be like 75, 76 degrees today, something like that. So it's much better than when I tried to walk the Springwater Corridor, and I walked like lots of hills, like 15 miles, and I think it was, the high was like 97 degrees, and I just fried myself. Oh, good, a sign. Oh, and a milk carton of water. I'm sure that's safe to drink. Is this an all-comers water jug? All right, so Vietnam War Memorials, I guess right over there. And this dumps you back onto the Wildwood Trail right over there. So I want to do that. But first I'm going to drink some of this water. No, I'm kidding. What kind of maniacs are they keeping in here? It's like the mini Oregon Zoo. It's just caged off, but there's just like rats and hamsters running around in there. So I don't know if there's a designated entrance to the Vietnam War Memorial, but I think it like encapsulates this whole area. Yeah, wow. It's huge. There's these plaques here that I've never really seen, and you kind of circle around. Oh yeah, this is actually a bridge over here, and then it kind of dumps you down in here, so I'll have to... So I wonder what the context is, if these were... So yeah, I'm wondering if these are specifically like Oregonians who died, and then these are like the years that they died in. Let's see. While the war raged in Vietnam, day-to-day life in Oregon continued. Recorded on these panels is a random selection of happenings, momentous and trivial, comic and tragic, which took place in the towns and countryside from which the men named here had come and would not see again. So these, by that information, these are, I'm guessing from 1959 to 1965. These are men specifically from Oregon who died in relation to our conflict in Vietnam during that time. And then here's incidents that happened during that time. And I'm seeing something about inclement weather. I know the Columbus Day storm happened during this time. So that's, and you know, our conflict in Vietnam escalated in 1964. So we have a 6-year period here where there's not a whole, you know, considering there's fewer deaths, because 1965 was when the Vietnam was really starting to get vamped up. And you know, historically, you know, one of the reasons people think JFK was assassinated was he wanted to pull out of Vietnam, and there was a lot of money and a lot of power and to be, you know, gained from the Vietnam War. It helped our military. So see, here we are. This is just 1966 to 67, and see how many more names are on here. Just Oregonians over a 2-year period in Vietnam of American soldiers. So you think this is just Oregon over a 2-year period, and it kind of puts into context how many American soldiers total perished in Vietnam. And I'm not a super Vietnam expert, historically speaking. It's definitely a gripping and in many ways tragic period of history in our country, so I'm not going to sit here and rattle off like I know a whole lot about it. I know a lot of the backstory. So you can see the escalation. Like, you could see that's a increase, but this is just another 2-year period, and the increase is there's like almost twice as many names here. Well, maybe about 1.5 times as many names from 68 to 69. This is when, you know, public sentiment for the war was getting really drastic, and you know, our government's response was to just keep escalating things. And then further into the 70s, you know, things started to de-escalate, and by 75 we'd finally decided to you know, pull out. I mean, pull out in terms of what was regarded as the actual Vietnam War. So see, 1970 to 71, you're seeing obviously a definite decrease in Oregonians who perished in the war, especially in relation to 68 and 69. And here we are. This is generally the end of the conflict, 72 to 76. It looks like only about, what, 12 or so men from Oregon perished. And more information about what was going on around here during that time. Ordinary happenings of Oregon during these years of war, events both grave and blithe, nonsensical, notable, spectacular, the multitudinous life of a place in which these 750 men were not seen again. So that's 751 just Oregonians who perished. So this is MIA, this is just missing in action. Here it says remains recovered, so some of these were men that were missing but were ultimately found. I don't even want to imagine, you know, the condition that they were found in. So these are men that, you know, more than likely perished in the Vietnam War, but, you know, in the chaos, you know, each fight is different than the other. You ultimately, you know, especially if there's like an attack on you and you have to bail and some people die and you just have to flee the area, you know, people can get gunned down and no one's ever going to come back for them. And depending on what the circumstances are, the conflict you're fighting, you know, they might just leave your bodies out there, or they might, you know, gather them up and get rid of them in some way. So sometimes you end up with soldiers who just vanish, at least their remains vanish in the midst of the fight. But yeah, over 750 men just from the state of Oregon. And then you think about how big Oregon is in relation to other U.S. states. How many men from, you know, places like California, Texas, New York, Ohio, Florida, places with larger populations. How many men from those states perished in Vietnam? It's starting to sprinkle on me a little bit. So So yeah, that's my first time really giving that a good walkthrough and kind of taking that all in. I'm coming to a place where the trails move. I don't know exactly which way to go. Veterans Memorial, Maple Trail, White Trail. Okay, I am nowhere near it says Hoyt Arboretum. I can't not say it that way. Is up that way. Streetwise, it tells you where to go, but as far as walking, I'm assuming there's a path to get there, but I'm just kind of stuck here for now, wandering along this road, hoping it takes me where I need to go without killing me in the process. Max and Sue, Overlook Trail. Oh, the Overlook Trail. I love that one too. Ash. Ah, a little bit of agriculture. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. So I'm here. Stick a fork into me. I don't know where to go. All right, well, I feel like this is just this is just taking me back to the zoo area. I don't want to go that way. I don't know how to get up there though. Do these go anywhere? These look like steps that lead to a trail that doesn't exist. Oh no, it just keeps going. All right, well this, I'm guessing better odds going this way. Hoyt is probably up that way. And I kind of generally want to be going this way, so this might be better. I could really go for a cider at McMenamin's right now. There's a lot of confusion. There's that trail, that trail, that trail. What are you? Visitor center is that way. That says something, but the idea is to just go with your gut. So I'm going this way. Those clouds look a wee bit ominous. I'm very high up. I guess it's good. Better to be high up than down low, I always say. All right, so what are we looking at here? What is our situation? Still by the Overlook Trail. Visitor center. They keep telling me about a visitor center. Maple collection. Nah. Trash can. Ooh. What is this? This is a big old sumbitch. Guessing this is another like wide, low water tank. Okay, so Overlook goes that way. I don't want to go that way. The 2-hour loop. Magnolia Trail. All right, let's do this. I really have no idea where this is taking me. I could be just screwing myself sideways right now, but that's part of the adventure. Yeah, it's just a big old water thing. Lots of bugs around here, probably because of the water. I don't know. What's going on over here? A lot of old wood. Oh, I'm on the Wildwood Trail. Okay, I'm guessing, is this the Wildwood Trail? Coming. What's over there? Tell me what's over there. The Magnolia collection and the Magnolia Trail. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll bite. I'm curious. What's going on over here? I might not be able to get through. I don't know. Saying something about Magnolia collections over here. I almost said Magnolia Connection. Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. I don't know, this just looks like it takes me out onto a dead-end street. If the Magnolia collection is going straight down this hill, you can forget it. Yeah, it's just civilization. Is this... Okay, so this is... The Wildwood Trail is that way. How far is this Magnolia collection? 3/10 of a mile straight downhill. No thanks. They said there's a magnolia collection there, but I started going that way and it was straight downhill. I was like, no thanks. Okay. So, Wildwood Trail across, does that mean it's that way or that way? Which one's the Wildwood Trail? Son of a bitch. This is not good directions. Like, I don't know which one is which. This looks like it starts going down. I'm gonna stick with this one. Even though this one looks more tempting, but I have a feeling that this is gonna have better chance of... Is that a bird? Hey, bird. There's birds being very still over there, probably because they see that I see them. Yeah, I have a feeling, because like I just saw houses over here. I have a feeling this is probably a trail that just dumps you off next to somebody's home. But of course, that could be the Wildwood Trail. Wildwood Trail, back that way. So what trail? So this is the Hawthorne Trail. Man, that sounds boring as hell. The ash collection, the maple collection, that's just gonna circle me back down. So yeah, I should have gone down that trail. I knew it all along. I can just dip, bob, and weave through here. Try not to touch anything. Look at this tree. This tree is styling. Look at that. It's really slick. It's like plastic. What are you? Birch bark cherry. Prunus cerula. I'm guessing Western China is where it's most prominent. That's badass as all hell. Okay, so by all accounts, I'm on the Wildwood Trail now. Unless I'm just being led astray. This says, that's a P, right? PMW, Portland Metro Welding. I don't know what it means. We're starting to meander downward. The fact that we're going down makes me wonder how close we're getting to Burnside. I just walked into a web. Oh, you bastard. Am I safe? Yeah, I'm safe. Oh, God. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is about to happen to me. Oh, well, fancy that. Hawthorne Trail right there. So if I would have stayed, I could have gotten here a lot faster. What a bunch of crap. God, look at it through here. It's just astonishing. Nature places like this never cease to be amazing. You can walk through something like this every day, and it never ceases to be just fantastic. Samuel A. Dibbins. That's who that bench was dedicated to. I don't know where that one goes. Wait, so now welcome to the Hoyt Arboretum. So I'm there? I made it? Wait, where am I? Where's the star? I need the star. Okay, wait, so gotta find Wildwood Trail. As long as I follow the Wildwood Trail. Here's Hawthorne. Hawthorne. Oh, I'm over here. Oh my God, I'm going the wrong direction. I think. Yeah, I started here. I'm over here. I'm supposed to be trying to get... I guess this is the Wildwood Trail, though. Son of a bitch. Where should I have gone differently? If I would have gone down that dumbass Magnolia Trail I didn't want to go down, I would have been right here, and I probably would have saved me like 30 minutes. Well, whatever. We learn from our mistakes, and we walk on. Okay, the Rose Garden's only a mile. Japanese Garden... 1.5 miles. So yeah, that whole thing about, oh, there's probably Burnside right over there. No, I'm not nowhere near Burnside. I think I'm closer to, I'm probably still closer to Highway 26 than I am to Burnside. So yeah, so I got a bit, which I'm fine with. I mean, except my battery on my GoPro's almost dead. It's on its last leg. So actually, yeah, we are pretty close to the rose garden. I think the archery field is right over here, so I do know where I am now, which is good because I was very confused about it.
The biggest slug ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, isn't that immense? Is he 10 inches, 9 inches? He stretches it out.
Yeah.
That's
oh my
a big
God.
Banana slug.
Yeah.
Wildlife.
Good. I'm glad. I might have not even seen him.
He's kind of perfectly
Keep
camouflaged.
moving.
You're like a
yeah. You're like a squirrel in the middle of the street right now. You got to keep moving. Wild. That was huge. I've never seen a slug that big. Oh my God. Yeah, archery range. Archery range. So I do know where I'm going for the most part. So my objective was originally to try to get to Pittock Mansion as my finishing point for this vlog, but now that I've gone so far astray, I'm thinking more the Rose Garden area, which is a little more than a mile away. I remember coming through that way with my girlfriend a little while back. We went to the Rose Garden, we kind of just hoofed it. Well, I think we were trying to get to the Max at the zoo, so we walked from the Rose Garden to the Max. It was uphill, but you know, it wasn't too bad. And that means it's probably going to be mostly downhill for me, so that works just fine. And my GoPro just officially gave me the first signal that the battery is about to die, so I'm going to switch over to my iPhone in my bag. Whoa, I thought that was an animal. To continue this vlog, because sometimes if you let it get too low on battery, it like won't save your last clip every now and then. So right here, switching over to the iPhone. And welcome back to my iPhone. Wow, my hair has changed a lot over the course of the day. I'm still hoofing it down the Wildwood Trail. It's kind of one of those vlogs where it's just kind of, you start somewhere, you maybe know where you're gonna go, but you just go with the flow. And I ended up veering east when I wanted to go north in terms of trying to get to Pittock Mansion. You know, this is obviously not the last time I'm going to be adventuring through here. I have a couple of friends that I don't know how well they knew it, but I think I kind of introduced them to Forest Park, and they've gone there a few times and really liked it, so I might go out there and vlog a little bit if I ever go out there with them. But because I started hooking kind of east, northeast, I'm more in line with the Japanese gardens, the rose gardens. And there's just, you know, there's some cool things to be seen along the way. I remember because I'm pretty sure I came up this same trail, but going the opposite direction. This is the region where my first feature film I ever did, my first legit feature film, Runaway Highway, the first scenes that I filmed were right alongside the Rose Garden, because I wanted something that's represented like, you know, like funeral homes always have like gardens and stuff around them. I was trying to capture that essence because it was supposed to be at a funeral home. And then I also, all right, Mac Trail to the Rose Garden. So Rose Garden's this way. But also, I'm glad I'm coming to the road here because we filmed right by the Rose Garden, so you can see the flowers and stuff in the background and think maybe you're on the fringe of a funeral home. But then when the main character has to escape from that area, I needed her to escape to an area that was kind of secluded from there. And I picked, it may have even been this one right over here, but it's one of these kind of spots where you pull off the main road. And I just had her parked. So we conveyed this idea that she's like running up the hill from there and running back. And it was all right in this area. In fact, I'm pretty sure over here where these vehicles are now parked is where I film her running back and forth frantically between her vehicles. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Yeah. Mac Trail, half a mile, boom. Where we want to go. The Mac Trail. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. And as a gentle mist begins to fall, here's some of the old railroad lines. This is the zoo train. Used to run along these, hasn't in a long time, as you can clearly tell. You know, they're overgrown. I think there's even places where like logs have fallen or maybe intentionally been placed. And of course, there's a woodpecker up there. This looks like this is probably some old signpost, probably in relation to the railroad. But of course, You know, in recent news, the city's decided to not revamp this and resume running the zoo train through here, out of, you know, to the frustration of a lot of locals. But I think they're going to change this into a path leading up there, even though obviously, as I've shown, there's a lot of paths to get to Mount Hood, or not Mount Hood, the Oregon Zoo. I don't know why they need another one and why they need to destroy this, but that seems to be what's happening. And my God, another chunk of my damn shoe came off. Look at this. All that white stuff was not visible when I started this today. These shoes are just, these trails are finishing these shoes off. Adidas, get your act together. I hope I passed, because I remember, I don't want to ruin the surprise before I get there, but I remember something I passed by with my girlfriend when I was wandering through here. I don't know what of this is sweat and what is rain anymore. But yeah, a little bit of cool history. Oh my God, my foot is just dipping now where that rubber is gone. It feels like there's this place where the shoe's just going to break through. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to have one wet, muddy sock if that's the case, but I think if I'm following the same route we did, I think this dumps us out near there. I might also just be getting dumped out by the rose garden. Okay, cool. This is actually dumping us out down by where I was hoping it would dump us out at. So this is definitely the way me and my girlfriend ventured up to the zoo. This was much easier going downhill, but pretty much right across the street from where we come out here, there's some little historical reminders. There's a bunch of people over here, but whatever. I'm here for history. I'm not here to film you. And if you can't deal, then get out of my country. Oh, the elephant house. See? So this building here, that's called the Elephant House, this is actually the last remaining structure of like the original zoo that was more in this area of Washington Park, because it was near the reservoirs, which are just down that way. Rose Garden's just up the hill. And yeah, this is like the last remaining structure from it that they call the Elephant House. I don't, when it says in reference that we had a Rosie the elephant, and we're, you know, really known for having Packy the elephant. Yeah, so I don't know. It's really cool that this old structure is here. There was a family eating there, and they had children, so I didn't want to be too bothersome. But they got little animals up on here, so that's really cool. And I think I'm gonna dip through here down to that path. I think that's my best bet, even though my shoes are coming apart. I don't even know if this takes me where I want to go, but now it's like, it's just wherever I end up, I don't even care anymore. Just please tell me there's no poison oak, because it is too late for me to stop. Okay. Ah, I think I just got spider webs in my face. And kerplunk. Alright, so, yeah, pretty cool. I think I got some pictures of that when I first visited here. I don't know, is this just kind of the beginning of the trail? Where do we, yeah, it just says everything up there. Washington Park, Playground, Gardens, Mac Trail, Washington Park. I don't think, that's just parking. Yeah. So I'm now below, crap, I wanted to still try to see if I can get a view of the train station. I think I can meander on my way back up the hill though, so. Oh God, I think I'm finally hitting my wall. I just like sprinted up this hill for no freaking reason. I also gotta figure out I don't know. I'm gonna have to wander all the way back down. There's like no public transportation up here, except a string of periodic buses. I think this is literally taking me back the way I came. God, I'm stupid. What? I wonder if this is I mean, if this is a viewpoint right here, I wonder what for. There's just trees here. I guess maybe just a nice little stop-off point. I could try sprinting up this. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I think it just, yeah, it takes me back the way I came. Well, I guess we learn lessons the hard way. Thought I was such a badass beelining down that thing. Nope, I'm just an idiot running around in circles. Okay, so here's where, this would have been where you'd go up these stairs to the station up there. It's closed until further notice. What they mean is permanently. I'm so thirsty. But you can see a little bit of it through the brush. Probably a lot easier to see in the winter time. I don't know if I'm gonna get that good of a view. This looks very wow. Look at this. Yeah, unless I try to sprint up this watered down nightmare, which isn't gonna happen. Yeah, you can't really get, you can just see little bits and pieces through the, yeah, there's not much to see, unfortunately. Yeah, still a bummer, total bummer that the city has made the decision they have. Unfortunately, they're a lot better at doing what they want to do instead of listening to the voice of the people. And yeah, there you can see it's kind of the spire, whatever part in the middle, kind of sticking out. Yeah, you can see a little bit more of it up here the further away you get. Yeah, it looks pretty fenced off too. They have drinks over there and I'm so tempted, but it's probably gonna be like $5 for a soda or something, you know, movie theater prices. Thing I'm used to experiencing in my, it smells like cotton candy though, which is everything sounds amazing to me food-wise right now. There's a bus stop up there. Doubt it runs frequently. I think I'm in a position to where I gotta work my way out of this, you know, situation I didn't plan myself into. It was gonna be real easy to get from, I could have literally just nosedive from Pittock Mansion if I would have gone there today, down to Burnside, hop on the 20. 20 drops me off like 6 blocks from my home. I could have just taken the 20, but that's not gonna happen. Well, I mean, since I'm here, I might as well do a little walkthrough of the Rose Garden. I mean, you can't walk past this beauty and not take it in a little bit. It's starting to rain again. Yeah, originally I wanted to film under this archway for my film, but I would have been right in the middle of everything and it wasn't going to work.
Really?
Here's a big old amphitheater as it kind of expands all the way around. You got the stage here, Very rare to have nobody here, but it is raining. So I guess it's not that big of a shocker as I leap down row by row. Stairs here, still roses in the vicinity. Oh, this performance sucks. I want my money back. Long story short, we knew it was going to be iffy, but that was such a perfect spot. The spot I showed you with the arch where I wanted to film. It would have been cinematic beauty. But of course, this old crotchety security guy comes up. He's got nothing to do with his day. Security guard at a place that attracts, you know, flower watchers and gardeners. And he was like, "Hey, you can't do it. What do you have that stuff? Get out of here." And so, you know, I'm pissed. I'm like, okay, what do we do now? And so what we did was we walked down the walkway, came down to the sidewalk, and literally, like, right here is where we filmed it. With the funeral director going off this way and my main character going off this way, even though the next place you see her, she's like way off that way. But of course, that's movie magic. So yeah, I filmed what is technically, it's actually not the opening scene, but it's what gets the film going. It was right here. So we're like, screw that security guy. We're gonna get this film done. And we proceed to the long, arduous process of making our way away from the beautiful rose gardens that I did at least a little pass through on, so I can figure out where's the closest sumbitchin' public transportation that I can take so I can actually, like, get home. The sun's peeking through. Sun's peeking through. That means hopefully this rain is going to finally stop. This rain that was only a possibility, and yet it's been raining pretty good the last hour. And so as we process from one side of the vicinity of Washington Park to another, I forgot there's a Holocaust memorial over here, and I talked about the Vietnam one. We have a Holocaust one over here. I don't think I've actually seen this before. Wow, it's like a metal recreation of an old beat-up suitcase. Pages from a book. Stuffed animal. Succession of names. Yeah, I've never visited this before. The sun's kind of messing with your ability to see anything. There's names that wrap all the way around this to the end. There were a few other people there. I didn't want to get too up in there. Obviously these are here for people to come and see themselves. If I can bring it to you on video, obviously that's better than you not being able to see it at all, but they're here so people can actually come and see them. There's this at the start, denoting that you're entering the site of this Holocaust memorial. And there was a few people there, so I didn't want to get too all up in everything, kind of detracting from other people's visits and experiences. They could just be there as onlookers. They could have family, you know, lineage that was connected to the Holocaust. I don't know. So I didn't want to get too all up in there. But yeah, that's just, I think, just a little northeast of the Rose Garden. So if you're in the vicinity of the Rose Garden, that's right around the corner. Oh, I know where I am now. I vlogged by this building. It was, you could still walk up to it, but now it's fenced off. I always predicted it was like an old maintenance building of some kind. But yeah, when I did a video at Washington Park, a big part of it was walking up and checking this old building down, or out. Look at it, it's like something out of Enchanted Forest. They got it fenced off now, but when I was here a couple years ago, you could walk right up to it. So I know right where I am now, though. The Holocaust Memorial is like right over this ridge. But in addition to that, if you listen closely, you're gonna hear some traffic down there. And wouldn't you know it, despite my repeated mistakes, another piece of my shoe is coming off. Are you kidding me? Despite my continuous mistakes, the objective was to reach Burnside at whatever cost, hopefully reach Pittock Mansion. The sound of the traffic you're hearing down there, that is the traffic on Burnside. So for all the failures I may have had in this video, or all the unexpected turnabouts, I made it to Burnside still. Oh my god, you gotta be freaking kidding me. This is ridiculous. Give me that. Give it to me. Just oh my god, look at that. Son of a bitch. Now, this whole side here, this shoe is done. And as far as this one goes, this whole part is gone. So now I'm walking in completely off-balance shoes. I have like 5 pieces of this rubber in my pocket, because every time I go past, oh my god, my shoes are so lopsided now. These shoes are finished. They're going in the dumpster when I go home. I did not think this was gonna happen. But yeah, every time I pass a dumpster, I forget that I have all this garbage rubber in my pocket. So I'm just gonna leave it out here to spoil. But you hear that? That, my friends, is a homeless tent. That, my friends, beyond all else, that, my friends, is Burnside. I can't talk anymore. I can't think. It's really pretty up here, though. Look at that. That is just. I think I'm having a meltdown. I think my vision is becoming impaired. I have dirt all over my hands. This is a train wreck. But it actually makes sense, because when I started this video, I was like, I'm going to show you the other parts of Washington Park that you didn't see in my other video. And I'm pretty much ending in the vicinity of where I shot stuff for that video, because I finished one of those videos. I finished by the one I did by the reservoir. I finished at Rose Garden, and the one where I was walking through the park, I didn't finish, but a part of it, the furthest down I went, was this way. What are we at? West Burnside, yes. What? That's not exactly safe. There be Burnside, people. You know that thing I was saying about getting dumped off of Burnside, and having a straight shoot home? Well, that is now seeming more and more possible. Oh my god. Now the stairs are all thin, now they're all broken. This is the most treacherous staircase I've ever been on, and I have shoes with no more grip on them on recently rained on slick, thin steps. This is horrible. I'm gonna die. I actually think I'm right by the Envoy too, which I love. Big pink apartment over here. Oh my god, this is terrible. Look at that, that's popped up. I don't think I went all the way down these steps, 'cause I feel like I remembered such an absurd staircase to get down to Burnside. Just a few more, let's try not to break anything. I wonder how long these have been here. And just a little bit more treacherousness. And we're at Burnside and 24th. And we're back in the city. And now it's loud as hell, but there's a bus stop right over here. So I'm gonna go try to catch the bus. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching another view of Washington Park and all its vastness. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit up my Patreon. I'm trying to rush this through before I see a bus come around the corner there. And as always, till next time, this has been Steve, the Amateur Historian. Thanks again for watching.